the day after Christmas, and I gotta work, which is not like a planned thing. I'm supposed to be off. Oh my god, it is so fucking cold. Granted, I do live in Florida, but y'all, let me tell you, right now it's about 28. It's cutting it close for me. Lips dry, face dry, scalp dry. Just dry as fuck out here. I woke up really early, okay? My house is full of people, which is fine, because I'm early now. I got time to go to Starbucks today. Even if they fuck it up, I won't be late. Woo! Starbucks makes my day go round. Which is funny. It really, I just started drinking coffee probably like 2 months ago. For the first time in my life, 2 months ago. And it wasn't even like Starbucks coffee. It was regular Keurig work coffee. I don't like turtlenecks because they really make my throat look big. This is like the one time a year I wish I had a long ass neck, because this would look great on me. But anyway, I was in Target one day and I'm Christmas shopping for our pajamas, our matching pajamas. And I don't find them, but I do run into a mom that I know from school, from my youngest daughter's school, right? Which, by the way, her and I have only really met on a field trip and maybe like a birthday party once. And it wasn't like it was at the movie, so it wasn't like a talking experience, getting to know each other. But in Target, just my luck, neither of us have shit to do. Because we were talking for like 30 minutes. I'm like, hold the fuck up. If it reached 45 and I see the time, I'm gonna have to go. I wouldn't even have a chance to look at what I need to look at. So I'm like, let's just walk and talk if you're trying to stay in chit chat, right? So we end up walking and talking, and let me tell you, this chick is so fucking cool. So cool. I was like, damn, this is crazy. What are the odds? Sometimes I believe in coincidence, but then other times I think things are set up intentionally for you to meet certain people at certain times. You know what I mean? Because what are the odds? I'm never in Target either. I only go to Target probably twice a year. One time is definitely Christmas to get our pajamas. And the second time is after Christmas to bring the motherfuckers back. The fact that I saw somebody I knew that actually was interested in talking to me is not a coincidence. It's divine circumstance, you know what I mean? So we're talking and walking. And I finished checking out. She finished checking out. And when we went to go check out, she went to her own register. I was like, oh my God, we could totally be friends. Like, who are you, sis? Like, I don't know what it is, but I hate when I'm shopping with a bitch and she comes to the register with me. Like, unless you finna pay for me, I don't want you to see how much I'm spending. And I don't want to see how much you're spending. We just need to, grown folks. We can separate for a couple minutes and reconvene. It's okay. And I didn't even have to say that to her. Like, she was cool with it. It's the small things in life, y'all. It's the small things in my life. The mom things that I pick up on. I be picking up what people be putting down. They don't even realize they be dropping it. So anyway, my Target, the way it's set up, they have like a self-checkout area. And it's pretty open. It's kind of small. It's like a Walmart situation. I just kept thinking like, oh, well, damn, this was fun. And she goes, what's Target without Starbucks? And I was like, I don't know, bitch. What is it? I ain't never seen it like that. I ain't never been in this motherfucker like that. And so, I'm trying to play it cool. Like, of course, Starbucks. So honestly though, I'm freaking out. I'm in my phone trying to Google like what's some good shit. Like I'm Googling, best Starbucks drink for non-coffee drinkers. Because I low-key really don't like coffee. I don't like it. I literally was drinking it because I started going back to school and I could not sleep. Not like I couldn't get to sleep, but like I could not afford to sleep. It was rough. But I made it. And not really. Eventually I said, fuck this, and I stopped going to school. Because I hated coffee and I hated not being able to sleep. It was the worst thing for myself. So anyway, she's like, what's the Target run without Starbucks? And I'm like, Starbucks. And so we go to Starbucks. I get me a fucking matcha something here or whatever. And when I tell you that shit changed my life, I have been trying for the last 2 weeks to find my ass in a Starbucks drive-thru some kind of way to get this motherfucking drink. However, I don't be having time to go to Starbucks because these hoes be making the drink from scratch. It's not like McDonald's where you get a frappe. They got a little recipe. This is like there's trillions of recipes and combinations and shit, and they're making each one by one, and they usually have 3 people working in this bitch and 30 people ordering in this bitch. And one of them hoes got to take the order. One of them hoes got to call the name. That leaves one motherfucker making my drink. And usually a Starbucks run, let's say if I go to like Walmart or Dunkin' for a coffee, probably take like 2-3 minutes. If I go to Starbucks, it's a good 15-minute stop for me. And I don't have the time for that. Like, I don't. But today, I don't got to bring nobody to school. I don't have to worry about somebody not wanting to go to school. I don't have to worry about lunches, breakfast, anything for anybody except for me. And so I left my house intentionally at 7:51. No later than that could I have left to get here. And not just get here. I didn't go to the Target Starbucks. No, because I got to park and get out. I came to the one Starbucks near my house with a motherfucking drive-thru, y'all. I ain't never been here. I'm so nervous. I'm hyping myself up with this little video or whatever. But I just wanted to wish y'all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Because, I ain't going to be back on here for another about 2-3 months shit. But, I'd be like that sometimes. Which not to say I don't be recording. I know I'm talking fast. But the line is packing up and your girl got... The line is getting bigger and bigger. People cheer with the same fucking idea. Even the police is out here. The police want Starbucks. That's how I know I'm with, like, the elite. And, people that are up early. Police, you always see them with coffee. I'm getting my little matcha drink. And I found this girl on YouTube. She has YouTube Shorts, which I'm sure she's really on TikTok, but I don't really like TikTok. TikTok is a time sucker, and I have to avoid time suckers at all expenses. Like, anybody who sucks my time or anything that sucks my time, I have to avoid it because I don't have time to be sucked. Pause. I went to go look up, okay, what drink was that? Because I don't really remember what I did. The lady just kind of like, do you want a touch and touch? With such and such or such and such? Like one of those things. I don't really even remember the choices I chose. I actually remember praying to God, like, God. You ever take a multiple choice question and you're like, it's like a pattern, like C-C-A-B-A, C-C-A-B-A. It was that kind of answer. I was trying to remember in my head, what were my options? I only remember my answers. So I went on there, I went on her little thing, and come to find out, this bitch is a Starbucks employee, and she has every fucking banging drink you could think of. And she does it right there, and she lists how you ask for it, too. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this is not circumstantial. This is divinity again. I don't know if I was meant to meet my mom friend, who now I think I've dropped the mom friend. I think she's just a friend, honestly. She's more than a mom friend now. Like, I know her outside of momming events. We got together without it being for a field trip or a birthday party. Like, that's a mom friend. Is somebody like, we're cool, I see you at these events that our children have together, but I would never hang out with you on the side. Her and I have hung out on the side, and it's been amazing every time. So I don't know if I was meant to meet her or if I was meant to meet Starbucks. But this shit right here, I don't want to say it's crack, but I have been really, like, maneuvering my life to try and get here. One day, I tried to get here, and I actually, one day I came to Starbucks, the one at Target, though. And that's when I realized, wow, this shit takes 15 minutes. And I was actually late as fuck to work, but I didn't care because I had Starbucks. And to me, that was like a red flag, like, wow, this is kind of a problem. This should bother me that I'm late. I should not be like, well, at least I got Starbucks. Like, no, I don't do that. I am a person who hates being late. I do not like being late for any reason whatsoever. I don't care if there is traffic. I don't like it. I'm not saying I'm a dangerous driver, because that I'm not. In fact, I'm probably the safest driver you'll ever meet, which is very annoying to some people. But for me, it's not annoying to stay alive. you know? You feel me? So I'm gonna actually go get in line. This bitch is stacking up and I'm just sitting here parked talking to you, and I really came here for some Starbucks, and this video is about 15 minutes and I left 15 minutes early to get Starbucks. God damn it. Alright. Yeah, bitch, I skipped you, bitch. Sorry. Alright, bye. Y'all, that customer service was so good, I almost forgot how the fuck to get to work. Listen, when I pulled up to order my little drink or whatever, these motherfuckers had a camera. I could see them and they could see me. Amazing. It was so pleasant. I've never been in a drive-thru like that ever in my life. Like, is this normal? Do I just not get out the house much? Like, it was like, hey, good morning. How can I help you today? And I was like, hey, I don't know. So I even had to ask, like, I was like, can you show me, like, the cup sizes? Homeboy went and got some cups and showed me the cups one by one. I'm like, wow, this is so cool. They don't do this at Burger King or Dunkin' or anywhere else I've ever been to on a drive-thru, but I know y'all take 15 minutes, but this time they did not. I was like, wow, this is the Starbucks. But it's just far from my house. Like, I left my house at 7:51. It's like 8:20 right now. Granted, I stopped in the parking lot for about 5 minutes. 10, 15. Really, I even got my homegirl some coffee. I hope she like it or I'm going to be fucking mad. Because I went out of my way to get it. You know in your heart when you see Starbucks on this bitch that I either went out of my way or spent a little more than I should have, or both. This is my homegirl calling me. Alright, so y'all, as you can see, I'm not as excited as I was before I got the call from my homie, but I'm a little upset. So she basically did not do what she was supposed to do, and there's a chance that I don't have to work today. And I went all the way to Starbucks and all this shit for what? You know? Like, literally for what? I don't even, like, I'm really irritated because she does this a lot, y'all. Like, and granted, I know, like, everybody has things going on in their life, and I don't know what, you know, nobody knows what each other's lives are like, but my personal life has never really affected my professional capabilities. But I ain't like that for everybody. Some people bring everything that they have with them everywhere. And maybe I would if I could, but I don't have enough room in my bag. You know, it's too much cash in my bag for my problems to fit. Y'all, like, as soon as she told me that the zit came, stressed me the fuck out, like, immediately. I don't even want this fucking coffee right now. I'm playing. Starbucks will forever make my day. At this point, I'm convinced. So now I'm at Hardee's, because the lead was like, only time you get overtime is if you bring me a biscuit. I'm like, nigga, what? Fine, I'll bring you a biscuit. This OT I'm finna get is much more than this $4 I'm finna drop. So I'm gonna just get it, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get my little OT, and I'm not fucking playing no games with nobody. You heard me? Like, how did you forget to actually... I just cannot believe this. I'm so upset with her because it was like an emergency why we're even here today. It's an emergency. And she, like, mucked it all up. I know she's tripping, which is fine. I got Starbucks that's gonna fix her day right up. But shit, though. Let me tell you, Hardee's customer service is really fucking fire. Everybody on the P's and Q's today. Santa Claus must have been good as fuck yesterday, because these niggas is on the job. They're so pleasant, so nice, so accommodating. Hello, how can I help you this morning? It's nothing like McDonald's. I hate McDonald's. So if you work at McDonald's, step your game up, son. Starbucks and Hardee's out here winning. Okay? Step your game up. Chick-fil-A, step your game up. Y'all slacking too. Maybe it's just mine, but they hired a bunch of 15-year-olds. Their attitude is just terrible. 15-year-old anything is stupid to be customer service-wise at a high-class place like Chick-fil-A. All right, y'all. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. I'm going to see y'all next year. I hope y'all are just glowing and growing and doing all kinds of wonderful things for yourselves.